it to the max. Shake it to the max. Please.
Happy Sunday, guys. I did this vlog yesterday, Saturday. However, I was so busy throughout the day that I'm just getting a chance to voice it over. So yesterday we started out with washing my hair. It was 2 weeks since I combed it, so I gave it a quick wash. Then I went to check on the clothes to make sure that we were going well in terms of timing and so on. DJ woke up late Friday night because he started sleeping from in the evening. He came home from school, and so he woke up around 11 o'clock, and DJ fixed up the entire living room while he was up. I think he said he went back to bed around 1 o'clock. Deja woke up first out of all 3 children, and then the boys woke up and they came to help to sort the clothes to ensure that we got the uniforms and everything washed quickly. Then we kind of supervised that whole process, and I also asked him to spray my hair with some oil sheen kind of thing. It's not a sheen, some oil. Don't remember what kind of oil. Some oil I bought abroad some time ago. So I asked him to just go through and spray it in on my scalp because, as I said, I had washed it and I didn't want it to be dry and itchy. So he went through and helped me with that. It's not something that I like to do. I don't know about anybody else, but when I have in braids, I don't like washing my hair, but I just feel like I don't have a choice. I try to wash my hair every 2 weeks, but I tried not to pull it up. So this is how it was looking afterwards. Then, of course, my pretty daughter, she has to be around me pee cluck anywhere I am. I decided to make some rice porridge. So this is me putting in some cinnamon leaves, and then I went to get some rice to wash. At first I said, okay, most people don't want no rice porridge, so let me just do 1 cup for me alone. And me and Deja, I think. But when I see the little bit of rice in the pot and something, I said, no, sir, I can't cook this a little bit of rice porridge here. So I eventually washed some more rice and added some more rice. I went to open up the place and enjoy the beauty of nature. And I left the stove turned up. By the time I come back, the rice looked as though I was cooking. Like I did have to go just cut 1 tin of mackerel and put with it, but I decided no, I want to do the porridge. So I took out the leaves and then I added some hot water because I had the kettle on. So I added some water to that and stretch it even more because it was already a lot of porridge. So you know how that turned out. DJ went on the roof with Denvia to clean the solar panels or something, and Deja was upset that her dad didn't take her with him, so he had to be friending her up. So then afterwards she and DJ became friends again. She was no longer upset. We got together and it was time for a devotion. We try to have our family devotions every day, but in recent times it's been difficult. This is what the porridge turned out to, and Deja and DJ ate up the porridge. I ate off mine too, but Deja actually asked for seconds because it was that good to her. It might look a bit thick, but it was really, really good. Mom actually finished it up because I ended up leading the devotion and so on, and she stayed in the kitchen and do it. Now, as usual, you know, some mom loved antics, so this is her sitting down on DJ, and DJ not complaining any at all because him like the foolishness too. Then we started folding because we had about 3 baskets of laundry that were already done, so we started folding. We also made some lemonade, and you know, if it touched my mouth, it must touch Deja's mouth as well, or whichever child is around me at the time, and see what it is that I am eating or drinking, because you know that's our job as parents, to make them taste everything where we taste. Apparently that is it. These sheets, we were gonna fold them up, but then we realized that they weren't as dry, so I asked Denver to put them back out on the line. By this, Nate was ready to go for his basketball training. You know, he goes to basketball training every Saturday. So he left and we continued with the house chores. I folded the laundry that were on the bed, as I said, with the exception of the sheets. because we put those back out. So I set up one section for Deja, one section for each person. So when I finished folding now, I called everybody to come and get their stuff. So like this was DJ's side over here. So he would come and get his stuff and go pack them up. I would pack up my stuff. But this time around, I actually ended up asking DJ to help me pack up my stuff because I wanted to know whether or not he knew where everything was supposed to go. So I asked him, so like I would say, where do the shirts go? And I said, you have to find it on the very first try. So mom helped him to pack up his stuff and to go around with those. And then Deja came and pack up her stuff, went around with those, and then they came back to pack up mine. So this is him now putting in the dresses. This is my dress drawer. So he found that one okay. So then when he picked up these are the tights. Like my tights are walking in the mornings. So I was saying, DJ, where do these go? So he said, I know it goes in your gym clothes drawer. I said, well, you only have one attempt. You can't open two different drawers. The first drawer that you open must be it. So he was asking me to tell him which drawer, but I said no. So he eventually got it and he feels so proud of himself. Sometimes I wonder if it is just my children this fun or, I don't know, because it little things that we make we laugh and what we find funny. I don't know. There's just something about spending time with my family. Then he packed up his dad's stuff and he knew where everything for his dad was supposed to go. At this time, Denver was pulling out Deja's hair for me because we need to go take her. We needed to take passport size photos for her because it's now registration time because my little daughter is going to primary school. I don't have any baby anymore. So my daughter would be going to primary school, God's willing, come September. Then because DJ was so helpful, I treated him, and because of what he did in the night too, I treated him to a chocolate and he shared it with his sister. So he took half and he gave her a half. And Deja was actually complaining about just 3 pieces. I said, how many come in there? 6? Anyways, this is the clothes on the line, and if you notice how the backyard has overgrown, Denver just finished submitting his last assignment for his master's, so it should look better soon. We should have some more time on our hands. This was just me showing you how beautiful the place was. I mean, the weather was just so good yesterday for the entire day. It was just a beautiful day, and I was so happy for that because we also had a party to attend and it's outdoors. So Deja came to finish packing away her stuff once her hair was finished, pulling out, and then DJ came and was trying to learn how to juggle using the socks. So I took my time and I walked him through. He took his time until he eventually got the hang of it. He made several attempts. He didn't get it perfect, but he started doing it better by the time he was finished. And of course, once one person start with the foolishness, everybody come with the foolishness. So he started doing this, and then mom came and mom started to do it as well. And then after mom came and tried out, I started doing it, and it became one big old family event. But that is usually how it is with my family, to be honest. We like simple things, and it doesn't need to be anything big or fancy for us to have fun together. It was time now for me to comb Deja's hair. We wanted to go on the road to go peek on Nate and see how he was doing at basketball practice, but it was just so many things to do, and we were saying, all right, let me comb Deja's hair first and then go. But by the time we were to get everything done, he finished and came home. Then I was making some fritters while I was combing her hair. So by the time I finished up Deja's hair, fritters were ready. So I was eating while I was trying to do the bun for her hair. So I'd finished cornrowing her hair front by this time, but I had the back. She said she wanted a bun, so I had that part to do. So this is me trying to make the bun. Well, not trying, I actually made the bun. And that's it. That's how her hair came out. Let me know what you think. I loved the hairstyle for her. I think she looked beautiful. The style was nice. And we ate up our fritters, and then we did some plantain. He had some tern and some fried plantains that he also pressed. So we had some of those as well with our fritters. So that was lunch. Then Denby and I got ready and we lie down in bed for a little, going through Amazon. I don't even remember what we were shopping for, but we were there idling for a little, waiting on Deja to get dressed and come back. Because we needed to go take her pictures, as I said. So I told her to just get ready for the party. I got ready for the party. As I said, by the time we were ready, Nate came back, and I was just looking at Denvia's face when Nate was coming in and looking at the pride on his face. So he was just looking to see his son coming in from basketball training with him one sleeve as usual. I know the rest of you guys say it's a thing, but for me and Denver, we just always find it funny. Nate come in with his mouth red. Denver said, "What happened to your mouth?" But apparently he was drinking iCool. Then we all went on the road. We all except Nate, because the birthday party that we were going to was for an 8-year-old, and he said he's too old. So of course we're not going to force him. I took Deja to go take her picture while Denvia stopped at a store to get something. I had asked him to check out getting a radio for me. So he went to go check that out. I can't believe that's how radios are expensive now. The radio was like $9,000. I was like, what? One little tiny radio, you know? I didn't know that was how expensive radios are these days. So I showed Deja her pictures. This Denver actually got this for me as well. It's earbuds, because the ones I had got damaged. Then I brought Deja to get a pair of Crocs, because you know we can't carry Deja go birthday party in a sneakers, and as usual we couldn't find one foot of her Crocs, because Deja always leave her things all over the place. So I just bought another pair. But this is us on the road. We stopped to get a gift for Orlando, whose birthday party we were going to. So we got him a ball. I don't know if he's the type to run up and down and kick ball, but that's what came to my mind to get for him. So I really hope he enjoys it. And I also got some other supplies, some combs, some of my favorite combs. If you want to know anything about them comb here, best comb for party here with. But I got a few other supplies, and then we went straight to the party. We got there for 2 o'clock, and as I had asked my friend before, I said, are we starting at 2 or is setup going to be at 2? When I got there, setup wasn't complete, but it was far advanced. So we just sat and we waited, helped out where we could. Denver in particular, he ended up being the snow cone and popcorn man, and he actually did an excellent job. Not even, what a guy named, but always I say excellent, Joshua. Not even Joshua could have done a better job, because the popcorn was good, the snow cone was good. He really did a good job with doing that. So since the kids were coming and so on, they decided to blow up the bounce house so that they would have something to do in the meantime. So we watched it. Sorry guys, I don't know what's wrong with my voice. We watched it come to life, so to speak, and DJ and Deja could not contain themselves. They were just all over the place, just waiting for it. I don't think it came up for 5 seconds good before they went in there. As soon as they saw that it went up, they started celebrating, and that was it. They said, "Can we go in there now?" And that was it. So by this time, nobody else had really come. It was mainly us and the birthday boy, so they had it to themselves for the entire time until other people started coming. See, somebody just coming here, so now in this clip, I think they were the first set of persons to come after us. But Deja and DJ had a time. At one point I was saying, all right, even if you don't go back in there for the rest of the day, it's okay, because you get the full use of it. I also bought some bubble blowers for them. So you will see here where Deja was blowing bubbles. And even when lots of people come, Deja just a blow bubbles. Same way I said, Deja, you can't blow bubbles in a people's face. So then I don't remember what happened. I think the bounce house slipped off the thingy and it out down. So they came out blowing their bubbles. And I'm telling you, from that time, DJ start get dirty. From that time, may I tell you, I think DJ was the dirtiest child down there. Anybody would have think say DJ did come that way, because may I tell you, how me see my son dirty? And I said, no man. But they had some other little things there that they could do, and Deja loves a challenge. So she was playing this game, trying to fit the pieces together on this little panel thing. and she did a good job. DJ burst up in tongue in a day, bounce about, and then more people came. Deja found her little friend from church, and she was playing with her for a long time. I don't know how Deja love kids, right? So she was there with the baby, popcorn and snow cone being had at the same time. This was her being so surprised that the baby had in teeth. She was like, where did she get teeth from? Why does the baby have teeth in her mouth? But you know, it's always so good to see Deja with babies. So she had a good time. This was my husband. As I said, chefing up the popcorn. I don't know if you would call the snow cone chefing up too. Don't know what you would call it, but as I said, honestly, not because he's my husband, but he really did a good job. And then just show him, like he went and they just showed him how to do it, and he did so good. And every movie could get a break because me I tell you, say, the people were enjoying it so much. So every second, even one at a time when he come and sit down, Lynetta said to him, one snow cone, please. I'll take it for joke. Then eventually, the birthday cake came out. It was a fancy, lovely birthday cake. The whole theme of the party was like a game theme. If you notice, unlike the little thing it was saying, I paused my game to be here. But it was a really nice setup. Everything was good. Actually considering now. I was wondering about, I'm like, I wonder what the cost to do something like this is, because I'm always planning the kids' birthday parties on my own, and it really is a lot. I'm wondering what it would be like to let somebody else, plan everything and do everything. Granted, I don't think we have done anything as big as this, because the birthday parties we do is normally at home. Then that game where you put out the snacks and you tell the kids the name of the snack and they're to grab it first. The birthday boy Orlando was on fire. He was just beating everybody. He did well. But then I was saying poor DJ K. Did DJ win? I think the boy beat DJ and then he beat somebody else. So he still got to win a prize. Because whoever won would get something. So I think he beat this girl. So he won a prize, I think, at one point. Deja eventually played the game as well, but she played against a bigger girl. So she didn't win, but I think she still got a prize as well. And I think the prizes that they were giving her were like bubble blowers, which said Deja love. So she no mind that any at all. Now, as I said, for the entire day, Denver was serving snow cones and popcorn and everything, and everybody was just enjoying themselves. This is Deja's game that I was telling you about. I didn't even realize that I had recorded some of it. And then, this is Deja's prize. Actually, it was a push pop that she won, and Deja loved push pops. So I think DJ won the bubble blower. This was my last snow cone for the day. I think I had about 2 or 3. I said, no, Dave, you can't go on. So then the kids played musical chairs. At first, they were going to let everybody play together. And then they decided to let the boys play separately and the girls played afterwards. DJ was the first to drop out for the boys' game. So I didn't even get a clip of him in the game. And I think also that Deja was the first to drop out when it was time for the girls' game. But they were good sports. They didn't cry, because sometimes they're really competitive and love cry, but they didn't cry this time around. So eventually we went and we sang happy birthday for the birthday boy, and then it was time for him to cut his cake. So he invited his friends that he wanted to come cut his cake with him, and this was Deja just dancing and enjoying herself. May I tell you, say, I think my children got the most amount of exercise out of every child that was there, because they did not stay still for a second. May I say, DJ, this is how you are at school? Deja, this is how you are at school? Because I got to see a side of them that I'm saying, no man, how you really manage? No wonder all the DJ him as in come home from school at evening time these days in gone straight time bed every day and come home saying tired. Me say no wonder, because if I saw run up and down and play at school, no wonder. It's no wonder. So this was the cake cutting. Orlando and his friends cut his birthday cake. They had a little accident, so to speak, but Orlando made use of that and just ate up whatever fell. And this was dinner. They served dinner maybe around probably around 5:36, because as I said, the party got off to a late start. So by this, if you realize that the sun was already setting, the party was in full swing. So we had to take the kids out of the bouncer boat and so on, let them sit down and eat. So we served their food first and then we ate. So by the time we were eating, some of them were back in the bouncer boat. DJ was playing football. Deja was just dancing away, because I don't know if you notice, but Deja is very musically inclined. People might see Deja dance to some songs and think of me and not me. Deja just love music and love dancing. And after that, it was cake and ice cream time. So Deja went to call others and so on, and then they came back to have their ice cream and their cake. Overall, it was a really good day, but as you can imagine, it was also a very long day, and so this was a long vlog. So I hope you enjoyed it. I will just let you hear the closing clips. Bye guys, thanks for watching.
Just to kill me ain't too many times. They won't figure it, but
Thank you for the birthday party and coming.
Awesome! Planner. I don't know what I would have done without her. You smart us, watch out! Thanks to the person that operated your cell phone and the popcorn machine. Yeah. No Betty me.
Put on your Crocs. DJ, find a surprise. Yes, baby, but we have to go home. Deja, Crocs here. Oh,